Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I'd like to go over the Insert tab. So the Insert tab, of course, is kind of self-explanatory. You're going to insert things into the document, so we'll go ahead and jump right in. So in the Insert tab, we can actually add a blank page. Of course, there's an easier way of doing that. That's just clicking right here or clicking right here, down here. So you have two different places plus the insert. And as I mentioned in previous videos with the smartboard, what's in these tabs is normally going to be found on the GUI interface. So, whatever you see on the main screen, that's just going to show up there. So, and then of course, you can add and remove some of these things to the boards, especially if you use a lot of them. So please be sure to watch my my overview of the SB16 notebook program. Smartboard 11 is very similar, the same kind of principle. There's just a few changes that have been made. We can also do a Smart Activity Lab, which is also the same as this little guy right there. So if I just click on that, it's going to bring me up these same things. I have choices of adding, maybe I want to do a game show within the class just to have fun with them and stuff. So I can do a multiple choice, and then you can create your questions and have people answer them as well. Now with the new smart boards, I will find out for sure, but I will see how the phones or tablets may be able to interact with the screen as far as those types of things, so that you can keep track of questions and answers that happen with this type of activity. So back to the Insert tab, we can insert a picture, of course. I mean, that's pretty easy, and it'll just ask me where do I want to get it from. Of course, this is on my local drive or my drive, so I can get it from my S drive, my OneDrive, and my C drive, whatever I have pictures on. I can also do a picture from a scanner, but you're probably going to wind up scanning it in from one of the new copiers that we have, and then saving it to your S drive perhaps, so you can just pull it in through the picture up above rather than from a scanner. Video, again, same type of principle. Especially if you have Camtasia, you can bring in your own videos. I have lots of videos that I could have brought in, so I can actually just pick which one I want. And let's go ahead and so it's looking for Flash video files. So this is going to be a problem. So Camtasia does not save as Flash video files, so you will have to get a converter to do that. So if you do want to bring in a video, I suggest that you do it through the add-in here and just click on YouTube. I think it would be a lot easier for you than trying to do a Flash. Flash is kind of going away, just so that I know it won't be gone for a while, but more and more browsers and other organizations are not using Flash Player anymore because of their proprietorship. Same thing with Adobe Flash Player compatible file. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull something out of that. I'm going to say probably not, but you never know. So let's go up to the AVs. No, see, so again, it's another file that would have to be converted over. So just be aware of that. Again, I'm going to stress using the YouTube. If you need to get a video, YouTube, they got an agreement with them, obviously, so you can bring in your YouTube videos. Or, if you have the ability to do the conversion, or you want to learn how to do a conversion, please contact me, because I can show you where to get a converter from, but I'm just going to emphasize, if you can find it on YouTube, that's probably going to be your best bet. 3D objects, I would have to know where to find them. I don't have any here, but if you have some 3D files, you might be able to bring them in that way. So what I would like to do about this is I'm going to look for some 3D files. I will do a different video just for 3D files, where we can find them, how we can bring them in, if any kind of conversion needs to be done as well. That's if you're really super interested. If you're not, at least you don't have to watch the video. And then, of course, we got gallery items, and that's going to be the same as this guy over here. Again, you got a gallery over here, but you could also bring in things that are galleries, and there's, content files you can actually download from Smart, and I will send up a link for that as well, so that people can find that pretty quickly and easily. You can insert a link. So if you click on that and you know the link address, you can type it in, so I'm going to put in http oit.e, or I don't know if it's www.oit, but we'll try it. And okay, and then I can just say okay, and there's my link. And you can see I have a little icon here, so if I click on it, guess what? I'm going to Oregon Institute of Technology. So that makes your document a little bit more user-friendly for you. So if you have a lot of links that you want to show your students, you can actually do that with this as well. You can also link to other documents. So perhaps I want to link to a file on this page. I can actually go in here and pick up one of the pages and link to it and just say okay. And let's go ahead and just say okay. Oops, let's go ahead and move that out of the way. And so you could tell I have a different icon here. It looks like a piece of looks like paper. So if I click on that, of course it's going to be blank. Let me go ahead and write something on here. Okay. Did ink to text. I think I picked the ink to text. So that's okay. It's good for the practice that we're doing anyway. So let's go ahead and go back here. And I'm going to go back to where we were doing that. There we go. So if I click on the previous page, and of course I can name it something different, but you can see now I just went back there. So that's a very useful tool as well. So if you have something that you want to talk about on a previous page and you know you're going to talk about it in your lecture, this will save you a step. Then we have link to another document. So I maybe want to open up a document. So if I go ahead and browse to it, let's go ahead and browse. And I have the ability to take any of these. So let me go ahead and actually I'm just going to go into my training documents and we'll grab the Excel one. And let's go to invoice example. Okay, let's just say that and then just say okay. And yeah, you can see that it keeps getting stuck up in that corner, so just be aware that that's going to happen. See that? I have a little icon right there. It looks like a paper clip. I apologize that it's so small because it would be useful if you could see it. Let me see if I can zoom in on that for you. So let's go ahead and zoom. Let's go ahead and give it 300. No, it's not really going to zoom in, is it? Okay, so that didn't help very much, unfortunately. Oh, I hate when things don't work the way that I expect them. So not the entire page. I want the page width. I was really hoping we can get up so that you could see what it would look like, but that's okay. It does turn into a paperclip. So if I click on that, it is my hope that Excel will eventually open that for me. Let's see. There we go. So there it is. I actually just, I double clicked on that. So there it is. It shows up the whole new invoice paper that I was working on. And so now I have it actually, but it has to be within the document, or within the computer. I have not tried, well, actually that was on my OneDrive. So that's kind of interesting. So it does work with your OneDrive and bringing in those documents. So that's a very useful tool as well. I imagine if you have it on your S drive as well, you can bring it in as long as it's available to you in the classroom. So, okay. And then we have, last but not least is current attachments. So I can also link to the current attachments. I don't know why you would do that since you're there. It's already there. Would you want to redo it? I don't know. Okay, so we are looking at insert. Let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Sound. You can actually create a sound. You can actually start recording and making a recording. It says recordings can't be longer than 1 minute. So keep that in mind if you're doing this. Go ahead and click stop recording. And I can preview recording. And I can attach my recording to here. So now here's my recorded sound. And if I double click it, recording and there you hear me. Okay, so onward, moving forward. So we did a sound, and that was really, I thought it was very cool. I like that ability, especially if you're going to be doing some lecturing and you want to highlight something in one of your documents. And you can do this with the PowerPoint if you import it in as well, just so you know. Plus, you can do it in PowerPoint itself too. I'm sure pretty much everybody knows that now. So then we can insert a table. Of course, you know, every Microsoft Office program allows for this to happen. So you can have, you know, you can make as many columns and rows as you need. I don't know if there is an actual limit. So it doesn't appear to be, but you can at least put one in. So if you needed to address something with the students and you need a table, you have that as well. And then of course we have this little drop down box again. So there's a lot of things that you can do with that drop down box. I will probably go over that a little bit more in another video because there's a lot of things going on as well in there. And then we can also include a measurement tool. So we have a ruler. So if you like a ruler, you can always move it around. You know, maybe you want to have it there. There is other tools as well. So we have the protractor. And the other thing is, and so you can see I was trying to move it, but I didn't have the right cursor for that, so I'm kind of messing with it now. So you do have, you can see that I can grow it, shrink it. So there is some things that you can do with these as well. I can also use the little down arrow and find out more information about how to use this as well. The other thing is it's right here as well. These are the same as these. And I won't even try to attempt to call what this is. Bless your heart if you know what it is, because I honestly don't. But, or how to pronounce it, I should say. I shouldn't say that I don't know what it is. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to happen. But, you know, you could take your pen and write along it, and then at least you have that as well. And then you can also click on this, and you can see on the little arrow, you have that as well here. And perhaps I don't want it anymore, so I can delete it out. Same with this little guy here. And I can delete that one too. But I still have my line that I've created with it. And then, of course, you have the compass. And so I could also do compass work. So you have your compass that you can do stuff with, and so you'll have to play around with it a little bit more and see how you can make it work. So that works as well. And then of course we have the little thing here too, and again, this was in the insert menu as well. I just kind of want to show you how to two places that you can do that with. So there's the measurement tools as well. Internet browser. So if you want to insert an internet browser, you can do that onto this screen. It's going to take a few seconds to show up. And last but not least, I believe we have one more last thing that we could do, which is the smart document camera. Now, we don't have a smart document camera. The document cameras we are going to be using is the hover cam. I am going to see if we can make it work with smart document camera, but I don't think it's really essential, just because with the smart document camera, or with the document camera we have now, it has the ability to do the viewing and the snap. You can actually take a snapshot of it. You can also do a video recording with it. So the necessity of it, probably not. And so here you go, Smart Notebook Internet Browser, browse to any web page. Let's go ahead and get rid of this compass here so we can read this in full. I'm going to go ahead and hit delete here. To see the same web page, every time you open the files, press pin to page. To return to the page, go back to print page, pin page. So it gives you how to do that. I have yet to use that, so I'm going to definitely look into that a little bit more for you. and see what we can find out about it. But if it's something that you're very interested in, let me know and I will definitely look for you. Okay, so here's where the internet browser comes in down here. That's what I was looking for. So perhaps you want to go to Wall Street Journal. And then there's the pins that they were talking about right there. So let's go ahead and see what happens if I put that in. Okay, so I might need to put in www. Well, WSJ, I think is what it is. There we go. So now I can actually pin this to this document. So anytime that I come into this document, I will now have that screen. Very cool. I think it would be very useful. So that is your Insert tab. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, something that you would like to know more about, please feel free to contact me, edith.warden@oit.edu, extension 51730. And you can find me on the Skype directory, Edith Warden. And you can IM me, video conference with me, meet in my office. I'll come to your office. We can meet at a location, maybe in the classroom you're teaching, and just let me know what you need. I'm here for you. Again, contact me of any of the ways. And thank you for watching and have a great day. Thank you.